See, this is what I'ma do. I'm take a walk in my shoes. Take you to the dark side. Yeah.
Alright, y'all. Welcome back to another episode of RnR. This is the podcast where we discuss, debate, and dissect anything relevant or relatable. It's your boy Eve, Uncle Eve, that is.
It's your boy Kev.
Your boy Seated Down, but you already know you can call me Christian on Mondays only.
Alright, and we're here with a guest.
Hi guys. Am I the first female on this?
She's actually the first female guest that we have on here.
Excited.
Facts.
Introduce yourself, girl.
Oh wow. Okay. Hi everyone. My name is Joanne. I'm the first female on this podcast.
Joanne not a scammer, alright? So don't get confused.
I do a lot. So.
Alright, so no problem. Well, tell them quickly. Well, let's tell us quickly about what you got going on right now.
So, I am currently doing a back to school drive for a school in Haiti. I've had this vision for a long time, but I wanted to do it, but I didn't want it to be. Okay, let me just be straightforward about it. I didn't want to include family in it. Like, I wanted to just be my thing, because once you mix, family in the mix, it becomes all about money and how they're benefiting from it. And that's not the whole point of this. It's like the opposite. So, yeah. So I went in December for Christmas and
To Haiti?
Yeah.
Okay.
Had a great time, but I'm one of those people. If I go somewhere for the first time, I want to go. I want to visit. I want to see everything, not just being a tourist part.
Yeah. Okay.
And then figure out how I can help, because honestly, you don't have to be a millionaire to help out. You just gotta have a vision, put it together. So, this is the flyer. I've been posting it everywhere.
We're gonna drop these around. All right.
Yeah.
Support. Go on support now. Okay.
So the thing is, I'll be going in September. But I have to ship everything out by August 5th. I have to ship, might be August 1st, but I have to ship it out 4 to 5 weeks before I get there. So by the time I get there, everything's set and ready to go.
Okay.
So I'm accepting school supplies, but if someone really doesn't have time to go out and get school supplies, monetary donations are fine. And then with the monetary donations, I'll use that to get the school supplies if the person doesn't have time to go out and get the stuff. I have the next three months. It's gonna be going hard, promoting.
So they could donate like notebooks and pencils and
The
all that good
basics,
stuff?
the basic school supplies.
Okay.
I have I'll be posting the flyers everywhere, but I have them on my Instagram. I have them on Facebook. You'll probably just be walking and see my flyers, because I'm about to go hard.
All right, there you go.
And
That's what I'm talking about.
What else?
So how did it come about? Like, how did it go from an idea to a flyer? Like,
Okay.
You thought of it, then like, who'd you call? Like, what was after the thought, what was the next step?
I thought about it, put everything together. The first person I called was a friend of mine that goes to Haiti often and does this type of work. And then I got in contact with my credit repair guy. He's probably watching. Hi, Fred. I got in contact with him. He got me in contact with someone in literally 2 minutes. And the person that he got me in contact with has a nonprofit organization. He lives in Orlando. He got me in contact with the director of the school in Haiti. The director of the school called me right away, told him my idea. He said it's an actual great blessing that I came up with the idea, because he's like, they actually need a lot of help. So, yeah, and then I got my flyers done right away from Comic Inc. in Brooklyn. That's the only place I go to do my flyers.
Oh, shout out Comic Inc. Yeah, hello.
So,
these flyers look pretty damn good.
They definitely do.
Thank you.
Yes, they do.
Even though I stalked him for 3 days to get everything done.
By
3 days, that's it?
By any means.
I called him 15 times a day.
Make sure you get done right. I get it.
So,
gotta be on top of yourself, yes.
the children are our future. We got to help out. I wasn't born in Haiti, but my parents are from there. So I eventually, in the long run, I want to be able to do back to school drives for not just only Haiti, the whole Caribbean. So I'm going to start with this, see how this goes. But of course, I'm going to need support from everyone, and then go from there.
All right. When you say like see how this goes, like what's a success and what's like a failure?
I don't think. Okay, I don't think there can be a failure because this is like a genuine thing. But he did tell me that there's about 60 to 100 kids at this school. So, that's why I'm trying to collect donations as the sooner the better, because then I know what I have to substitute and put in on my part.
Okay.
So say I get
So
like...
you're going to be donating as well. You're going to be donating as well, too.
Oh, yeah. Because if I don't get like donations for like 60 kids, then I'm going to have to,
For the rest, I got
put
you.
in
For the
put in
rest.
rest.
Okay.
And I
noble.
also had someone contact me via Instagram. His question was actually great. He said, "How do I know?" He said, "How do we know that the supplies are actually going to the kids and not being sent through someone and the kids actually not getting it?"
I'll be honest with you. That's always like a
That was
question.
my next
right
question.
here.
Yeah.
Like when it comes to donating, I'm always curious to that because
Yeah.
you never see the back end. It's always just like, all right, I throw you
Just
your
give me
money,
this.
throw you a surprise, and
Yeah.
then that's it.
So I'm
Just
glad
that.
that he asked me that because I didn't clarify that I'm the one that's going to be handing it to them myself. I'm sending it there, but I'll be there the first week of September.
Okay.
And once I get there, I'm going to put all the supplies in each book bag and then hand it out myself. I'm not sending it to nobody to do it for me.
No third party.
No, I'm
That's what's up.
personally doing it myself. I have a company in Brooklyn that's shipping out everything for me. That's also through referral too. Anything that I do, it has to be through referral because I don't feel safe to just go anywhere and just be like, just trust. You can't trust everyone. So everything
true.
I do is referral. Even the school was through referral. The cargo company through referral. The flyers, I usually go there, so that's where I went. I stick to
Yeah.
the same places. I stick to the same people. And I also, like I was telling you earlier, I have friends that do everything. So I'm always like, putting people on. Like, you need a mechanic, I got a mechanic. You need an artist, I got an artist. You need anything that you need. Credit repair, income tax.
You need a
What's
drip
wrong
right
with
there. Wait, what's so funny, Kev?
Well, why you gotta laugh?
I didn't know where that was going. I
What's
didn't know
so
where that was
funny?
going. Like, you need a fat ass? I got a fat ass.
Stop it.
First of all, I don't have a fat ass,
A boxer.
but I have been doing my squats. Thank you very much.
Yes.
I've been doing my squats.
But yeah,
A boxer.
I feel like we need to.
I hate him.
We need to. That's why networking is very important.
Correct.
And we need to keep the business going amongst ourselves. If we don't support our people, then who's gonna do it?
This is true.
So
This is true, and I'm all for like supporting our people, until like I go to like a Caribbean spot and then then they hit me with the bad customer service.
What are you looking at me for?
I guess because it's usually Jamaican spots that
But
get
the
me
bad
bad
cus-
The
service.
Jamaican
but
spot
the-
be treating me like
no,
shit.
but the bad customer
Really?
service spots for the Jamaican restaurants have the best food. Don't you
But
notice that?
It's like
Yeah, I
it's
don't be caring. I when they spit in my face, I be like, okay, then just get the jerk chicken.
like, it'd be like the attitude, like you come to the restaurant and be like, "What do you want?" I'm like, "Yo, you know
I
what,
ain't got
you
oxtail.
know what I'm here for?
I ain't got curry goat.
I don't have anything.
got-
I don't have what you're looking for. I don't have what you came here for. What else do you want?"
But yeah, I'm really excited. I really hope I have a great turnout, and I have a lot of faith that I will have a great turnout. Only because once I put my mind to something, I gotta do it. Like whatever hits me, I'm gonna just keep on doing what I gotta do.
And there you go. I'm all for that. So it's good to see a vision come to reality.
Thank you.
So of course we'll do our best to support as well.
Definitely.
And any of y'all out there, support. All right. Got the flyers going. These are some nice flyers. Check them out. Pick them up. Doesn't take much to donate. Schools are different these days. They're not. I mean, at least here in America, they're not so much worried about supplies. It's more like the bullying and I hear kids doing like vaping in school now, like in middle school and
That's
whatnot.
crazy.
Vaping.
Because
nobody
smoking
even-
weed at school.
Nobody
so.
smoked
Yeah,
cigarettes
but
back then. So
exactly.
Now you're vaping.
The vaping. It's just like, oh yeah, I need my jewel. You gotta go to second period, man. You know, like, jewel. Get your ass off the hallway. It's all like you need a jewel. And like the bullying. I mean, I keep hearing stories about bullying. Like you had mentioned, like the bullying earlier. But when we were at the gym, I saw like on the news. I mean, I'm not a big fan of the news.
Me either.
Because it was just like,
But we gotta watch it.
The worst, right?
Negativity.
It was just like, I guess some chick got caught up in a crossfire between some guys and she took a bullet and died. It's just like, goddamn. Like, this is what, like, you never go to school thinking, like, shit, this might be my last day, man.
Fact.
It's just like, sheesh.
And that's the scary part about parents that have their children going to school nowadays, because before it was like, okay, my child's going to school. Now it's like, okay, my child is going to school. They're possibly getting bullied. They're possibly getting pressured to have sex. Schools are getting shoot up. Like, it's crazy.
Ooh.
I don't know. I feel like, I don't know.
But I feel
I
like,
don't have any kids yet, but...
What do you think that's due to? Like, what do you think that comes from? Like, as far as like, the kids
People
being like
bullying.
that. Like,
It's a lot of shit.
Everything starts from home. And
Yeah.
I think we need to... okay. Parents need to let their kids be kids.
yes and no. I'll tell you why I agree and why I don't agree with
Okay.
that. Because, of course, you let a kid be kid. Like,
Let your kids be kids. For example,
I see what you're saying.
my little sister's 15. She, I around like 13, she said she wanted a Facebook. I said no. Then
13 is not that young.
Then she got one. And then she went to follow me. I told her, no, like, I'm not going to follow you back. Why? Because, yes, you're my sister, but I'm 26, you're 15. Say I want to post something and I'm just like a meme or something that's inappropriate for her. I'm sure she's going to see it regardless when
course.
she's
Yeah,
in
but
school and
you
she's
don't
out there.
see it.
But I don't want it to come from me because it's coming from home. I feel like everything starts from home. The way your child represents you. So
all right.
let your kids be kids. Like I see like 6-year-olds walking around with iPhones. Like,
Oh, man. 6-year-old.
why?
Sheesh. Anytime I see a kid with a cell phone, like, I'm just like, porn. Like, that. It's
Like they have so much access to information because all they
Exactly.
gotta do
You
is
know how hard
the
porn
wrong
was
shit.
to watch when we were kids?
Yeah,
Type
man,
in
we
their
can-
passcode, like-
yeah, exactly. But that's what we're still searching.
Yeah. It was
You had to
blurry.
get in between the channels.
Yeah.
blurry shit.
And then the shit was grainy as fuck. You had to make out what it was. Like, I think that's a titty.
Facts.
I think that's a titty.
You gotta wait till 3 in the morning for BT cut.
Facts. Tim Drill video.
I'm tired. You
Got
see
your
guys
Vaseline
over
next to you.
like I get it. Technology is like every second. I get it, but at the same time, let your kids be kids. I see parents, they have like their 5-year-olds or 1-year-olds with a Instagram page. Like, that's too much. 6-year-olds or 5-year-olds with iPhones. Like,
I mean,
no.
I don't get annoyed until like they're going back to school. And it's like you get all these pictures like on your feed. It's like, oh yeah, look, he walked up the car. He got dressed. He
Yeah,
walked to the
that's
door.
bad, funny.
He's sitting at the desk.
And then, okay, if I have a child, right? Okay, my child, your child goes to school together. My child is coming to school with regular Nikes on.
Oh man,
Your child is coming to school with Balenciagas and
the fire
Yeezys.
with the fire.
I'm not saying that you can't treat your kid to nice stuff, but this is where all the bullying comes in. Because now my child is going to school with regular stuff on, nice stuff. But then your child is coming in with a Louis Vuitton bag,
Yeah, facts.
Yeezys, Balenciagas. Like, this is where all the bullying comes in. It's like, now your child is looking down on my child because they're rocking Nikes. Like, let your children be kids.
Well, like you said, it start from home. Like I think I could still have my kid rock the Louis, but just not look down on people. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I
true.
mean? Because if we got it, that don't mean I gotta be like somebody who don't got it because we got it. You know what I'm saying?
I think what it is like everybody values a kid that does have it. And
Facts.
like,
Your parents for it. Work harder. I feel Bobby on that. I feel him.
There you go.
Yeah. I got it. I can't act like you because I got it. You know what I mean? But I have to teach my child, like, yeah, we're all equal. You know, you don't look down on
this
people.
This is what it means, and this is what
You
it
know-
doesn't
you know
mean.
what I'm
Type
saying?
thing. I got you.
Yeah, like if I could buy a Lambo, I can't buy a Lambo because Kev. That makes no sense.
Facts. Kev
Yeah.
gonna key your
Yeah.
shit up, man.
Or I could do something for my kid.
At the same time, Kev got to learn to, you know what I mean, not red eye people that got the Lambo. You know what I mean? Like,
Facts. So like you said,
be
though,
jealous
it
of-
starts from home. So
Yeah.
I feel like you can do that, but you have to teach your kids. Like,
It's
you're not
really-
better than somebody because you have this Balenciaga.
exactly.
It's very different for them to not conform when they're in school like 8 hours a day. Like,
And schools now, like, it's like a fashion show. It's not even school
it's more
anymore.
than just a fashion show. That's like the
Facts,
influence.
both
Like
ends.
you send some kids. If I say you were like a big brand, send a few kids in the schools with the fire brand. You know, with the watch, the cell phones, the shoes. Everybody's gonna want that. Everybody's gonna fight to get that. They're gonna steal. They're gonna rob. They're gonna beg their parents, and to the point where they feel like they're nothing until they get the Lambo or they get the Balenciagas, and they have to get it. You have to get it. Otherwise, hey, I'm a part with the nobodies. I want to be with the somebodies. The somebodies have it. You know.
But like she said, that started at home, bro. All of that starts at home. If everybody's doing what they got to do at home, I feel like all of that is gonna be down significantly. I can't say it's not gonna happen, but significantly, bro. You know what I mean? Because sometimes we get the dumb answers like, yo, my friend has this, why I don't have it? It was like, yo, shut up. Like, all right, shut up and not telling me some shit. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It takes a discussion, you know what I mean? Then you gotta have to tell your kids some shit you might not want to tell them, but you gotta tell them as a parent to prepare them for the world. And I think people don't be as real with their kids, and that fucks the kids up.
Well, like,
because the parent's not man enough, or woman enough to
that
say
comes the
some
part
shit.
where just no different than like how you rather not them not follow you because you might say something and you don't want them to see that. Mm-hmm. But like, you're saying like expose them to that.
Okay.
And let them see that.
Let them know.
It helps them like.
I feel like not necessarily, but I feel like you could do whatever, but you gotta let them know. Like, yeah, I could do this. This is why I could do this. When you at this age, you'll be able to do it too. This is why you can't do it. But those are some uncomfortable convos to have. You know what I'm saying? And it depends on age and all of that too, and what we're talking about. But but parents have to have uncomfortable conversations, or they're gonna have uncomfortable conversations with cops about their kids or teachers about their kids because they're not teaching them shit at home.
They're letting the phones raise them.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't just tell her like, oh, you can't follow me. Like, I had a discussion with her. I talk to my sister a lot. Like, I'm really like, but I'm realistic with her. I'm not gonna be like, oh, you can't have sex till you're 30. Like, no, I'm gonna have a discussion with you and let you know, okay, when you are, when that time comes, don't be afraid to come to me and talk to me, and be honest with her and let her know, hey, I was this age when I, first started having sex, but there needs to be a conversation about everything, not just like, oh, you can't have sex, or if you're having sex, put a condom on. No, you got to talk to them about STDs. You got to talk to them about everything that comes with it. And like he said, if you're not comfortable to talk to your kid about it, then they're just going to go out there and experiment.
They find out,
somebody's going to talk to you about them.
Yeah, it's a fact.
Makes sense.
It's a fact.
Who did y'all talk to about it?
I ain't have nobody to talk to about. I mean, my mom. I was raised by my mother.
Yeah, same.
My cousin.
Yeah,
Female cousin, yeah.
So like those talks, like there's a lot of missed conversations I have to learn through like trial and error.
TV,
or, like, TV,
facts,
music, friends.
Legit.
Some shit I learned real late, you know.
Yeah.
Like, I had a conversation with my little cousin probably like 2 years ago or a year ago, and he didn't know that you can contract STDs through oral sex. He thought it was just unprotected sex. So I had to sit down, had a conversation with him because his mom didn't sit down and have that conversation with him.
Yeah, that shit is big. But I feel like they just afraid of the uncomfortable convo. But it's like, yo, you're a parent, it's your kid. Y'all supposed to have this kind of, you know what I mean? I gotta feel safe talking to my parents and vice versa. And like I said, I think that's what fucks up a lot of kids. Because now they got to find that shit out.
I mean, even adults too, man. Like, I remember speaking to some people about credit, and it was like amazing what they didn't know about it, It was like...
That is, oh my God. I wish I had someone to talk to me about
It was something along the line of like, this dude was just like, oh, I lost my credit card, man. I lost my debit card, but I get paid tomorrow. So, like, I lost my debit card, so, like, they're going to put it on my account, but, like, am I going to lose that money? It's like, no, you're not. Like, you just have to get another card from the bank tomorrow. But it's like, how do you not know that, though? Yeah. Similar questions like that, like, you feel like maybe you're too, I don't want to say, like, an ego or, like, a pride thing, but, like, you feel like you need to know.
Yeah. It's pretty much, what opened my eyes was when Jay-Z, was it 444 came out, and he was talking about credit. And everybody's like, yo, he's spending some real shit. And I'm just like, really? He's just saying, don't spend your money at a strip club. Don't spend your money at a strip club and build your credit. I'm like, nobody knew that already?
They knew that, but they needed him to confirm it.
They needed Jay-Z to say it. I was like, wow.
Hey, y'all, keep doing what you're doing.
Exactly.
You heard him?
I was like, wow, really? Okay.
Kind of give you like a somewhat of a blueprint to a degree.
Yeah, blueprint. Save your money. Don't.
Never heard that before.
Save your money.
Never heard that before.
Save your money, build your credit, don't waste it on no shit.
Yeah. Niggas heard that before.
But it's different when you hear it from,
from your idol, from your not your father.
Your idol.
And my dad was Jay-Z and he was saying that, man.
Your dad was Jay-Z, you know what I'm saying?
It'd be a little different, man.
Okay.
It's crazy because growing up, like, you would think because I'm a female, I'd be more comfortable, like, talking to my mom. I actually was close to talking to my dad. Like, we had this bond, and it was just like, we're gonna be comfortable to talk about anything. Because if I can't sit and have a conversation with you as my parent, it's like, okay, I'm gonna go out there having conversations with the wrong people.
Facts.
So.
Yeah.
Well, it's usually like what's like daddy's little girl and mom's boy. So
Well,
like,
yeah.
like usually.
But even the stuff that I feel like a mother and a daughter supposed to have that conversation. Me and my dad was having it. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty special.
I mean, he got 3 girls, so he got no choice.
Oh man, yeah. Like bald, yeah, no hair left. Like, I'm like, oh fuck. Okay.
That's funny.
Yep.
But yeah, on the bullying too tip, I just feel like you gotta put your kids through like self-defense classes. You gotta, maybe let them do a amateur boxing kind of class.
Teach them how to shoot.
Yeah, right.
I really do think so. But shooting is more than just shooting.
I'm kidding.
Nah, but real rap, shooting is more than shooting. It's discipline, bro.
Oh yeah, true that.
Like,
that is
if
true.
you teach
I
somebody,
feel
like,
that.
yo, you could do this shit, and you have this much power, but you don't use that power unless, that's a lot.
That's the same thing with boxing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because you're not allowed to. If you fight, if you actually fight.
Yeah,
Go
hands
down
get
south.
registered.
If you go down south, there's a lot of I'm not lying. 6-year-old, 7, 8, 9, 10. That'll fuck us up in shooting, rolling on the floor, pop, 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 pop. Down south, that's a fact.
I believe you.
So
Speaking
it's
of
like,
that,
why
I gotta
not?
show you a video
You know what I
later.
mean? Just teach them, because I think, they just have to know how to defend themselves, because teachers can only do so much. Like, I feel like we put a lot of blame on the teacher. Some of it's right, some of it's wrong, but like sometimes they can't see certain shit. I got 37 students.
In school.
I got 37 students, bro,
8
and
hours
I'm
a
one
day and
person.
shit.
So you have to do something yourself too sometimes.
And
Sounds
honestly,
fucked up, but
I don't know. I just feel like nowadays this education system is a little different. Like, you had teachers teaching because this is their passion. They generally want to do
that's
this.
a fact.
Same
Not no
thing
more.
with nursing. People generally were doing that profession because that's what they wanted to do. Now
Yep.
everything's just about the money.
Yep.
Honestly.
that's a fact.
So that's another thing.
true.
If you're gonna
I
go
don't get
into
paid enough
profession,
I don't get paid enough for them not to get bullied in my
That's-
class.
yeah,
Yeah.
like if
That's
you're gonna do a
teachers.
profession, make sure it's something that you want to do. Not
Yeah.
you're not just doing it for the money.
As teachers, police too. I think that's why there's a lot of police that don't know what they're doing. That's why they be scared for their life, because that's not what they want to do. You feel me? And they not prepared for that. So of course you go in there mentally, you're gonna be afraid, because it's not what you want to do. This is you doing it for a reason, and I think that's a lot. That's a big thing. Facts. If
And
you
you know-
gotta go in there because you want to do that.
Having Caribbean parents, it's like if you're not a nurse, if you're not
A
a
lawyer,
lawyer,
a
if you're
doctor,
not an engineer,
You ain't shit.
you ain't nothing. And it's
You
like,
ain't shit.
no, I'm going to do what I want to do. I have all these options, so I'm going to go for what I want to do. And that's what it is. Like, there's no... Like, I'm not going to waste my time and waste your money doing something that you want me to do, and it's not what I want to do. Like, that don't make sense.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like Caribbean parents especially, like, we need to be a little bit more supportive of what our kids want to do. If they're not out there in the streets, it's not like they gang banging.
I mean, I think it's usually for like two things, like not just the money, but also like when they get around like other family members, it's just like, yeah, my son's a doctor.
Yeah.
You know,
It's the
he's
bragging shit.
doing
It's
doctor
not
stuff. I heard your son just got jail.
Well, like, yeah, your son is a doctor, but he goes home every day depressed because that's not what he wants to do.
Yo, they be doing drugs.
Oh man, yeah. A lot of people.
They be doing
They be doing
drugs.
drugs.
Yo,
The best
it's
ones.
crazy.
That's bad.
The good stuff.
They be doing drugs.
They be doing drugs. Is hilarious.
Let's talk about supporting black businesses.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Like, what does that mean to you and your experiences with black businesses?
Well, supporting period to me is like a level of like investment, like investing period into any kind of, I guess, black business. And from my experience, I mean, I do all the time. The experiences aren't always so great though. Like we're talking about like Caribbean, like restaurants. Like you'll get like bad service, and sometimes it's just like, damn, why do I keep coming here if I keep getting bad service? You're not supposed to make it difficult for me to part ways with my money. That's what I feel like, and that's for any establishment. Whether I go to Italian or like a Chinese restaurant or at some American restaurant, like you're not supposed to, even shopping, you're not supposed to make it hard for me to part ways with my money. I'm supposed to feel great spending money, you know?
I think that when it comes to that, I feel like we have to play a part too. So something like that similar happened to me. So because if I walk into Applebee's or Fridays and I have bad customer service and I'm like, all right, I make a complaint about it.
Okay.
But if I go to a Caribbean restaurant, I get bad service, it's like, it's whatever, because they my peoples. But that's your moment to
Oh,
make
okay.
that small change. So something like that happened to me similar. I walked into a Haitian restaurant and I asked her a question and she just started going off for no reason. And that was my moment to stop and have a conversation with you. Like, first of all, I come in here all the time. Second of all, I ask you a simple question, you ready to go off for nothing. And I'm pretty sure if I was, say, another nationality and I walked in here, you would have responded to me that way. So I feel like when you're in situations like that, you have to step in, stop for a moment, have that conversation, and keep it moving.
Okay.
Because if multiple people are doing it, then it's going to be like, okay, now the person is more aware of what's
But it's
going
because
on.
we don't speak up, so they just let it go by. That makes sense. I agree with that. I definitely don't complain. I'm just like,
Yeah,
man,
I don't complain either.
like, you guys are a piece of shit. You know, out there jerk chicken.
I really don't be caring though.
I don't complain anywhere, honestly. I just don't go back.
Facts, yeah. So that's why I don't complain anywhere.
But I don't know if that's a guy thing, honestly.
No.
I don't think definitely. What?
You ever seen the meme where it's
Yeah,
like when you got the wrong plate and your girl is like the one that's heated and you're like, yo, chill.
That's usually the case. Like, excuse me, he didn't order that.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh shit. It's like, damn.
Like if everywhere had customer service like Chick-fil-A, yeah.
Oh my god!
Business would be
Imagine,
booming.
imagine growing up and having to, like, to go look for a job and you got to work somewhere like Chick-fil-A. What you got?
I couldn't work around food.
Why? You wanna be eating
Me
all the
either.
food?
I'm just like,
They wouldn't hire me. That's funny.
No, I don't even know what you just asked, but go ahead.
There you go.
no, I just saying I couldn't work around food.
Me either.
Kevin's not like customer service friendly, man. I come in there and have to meet a motherfucker like Kevin. Kevin be like, what do you want? I'd be like, let me get a cheeseburger. He'd be like, you really want that? What's your fucking manager, man? I'm saying, man, you had enough cheeseburgers in your day, yeah. I don't think you use another one today.
Cheese salad.
Cheese salad, yeah.
Yeah, I've done customer service, but not food. Nah, I don't think I would.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah, that would have worked.
I don't like the smell, because you leave with that smell, man.
Oh yeah.
Like, I do Uber, and like every time I pick somebody from somewhere, it's just like, oh man, you stink, bro. I don't drive with the windows open.
Stupid.
Probably say the same thing when they get in the car, man.
Facts.
Man, I'm trying. I got the kilos in there. I ain't picking your ass up, man.
Like, man, I hate this car, man.
Guys like Kevin, man, I gotta keep hitting the brake on. Bang, here's the
Brake check.
bang, here's the headrest.
They're like, oh look,
check.
You keep back
he's
there.
picking this up. He
Cut
looks
his
big.
ass.
His car probably stinks.
Yeah, drop you off in the middle of the
Why
terrace.
his face take the whole box? His face take the whole box.
Yeah, man.
Great conversation.
You drove the whole time with the windows open. I have you know that my Uber's pretty clean.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Oh, I love clean cars.
And that allows, that allows the great conversation, you know? Yeah. That allows the
Car's so clean. Oh my god, my dick's so hard. It's like, no.
Yo, I can't deal with it.
Yeah, you like that?
That's what you gotta deal with for the week.
Oh my god.
Oh, man.
That's funny.
Social media.
That's what I was thinking. Social media, which brings back bullying. I feel like social media is like
Yes.
you could bully even harder now.
Yes.
Facts.
The best bullying is done when you're not there.
Now I could unfollow you, and it's like the end of the world for kids.
Yes.
God, he unfollowed me.
Who do you think he is? I'm about to see him in 6th period.
Now, like viewing somebody's story is like, if you don't do it, like I don't fuck with you.
Facts. Yeah,
Somebody told me like I don't even look at their stories no more. I'm like, oh, that means you don't fuck
You
with them
hurt
no more.
yeah,
Like,
you hurting their feelings.
wow, okay.
It's a
I'm
different
not gonna lie, I
concept.
notice that shit sometimes. I'm like, oh, she don't even look at my shit no more. I'm like, damn, she don't fuck with me.
You could not text someone for like 5 weeks.
5 weeks is a lot.
Nah, you're dead.
And-
You're dead after that.
5 weeks.
You could not text someone for 5
That's a
weeks.
month.
Or the person not text you for 5 weeks and it's like, you don't even know if I'm alive or not. But if I unfollow you, it's the end of the world. Like I don't get that.
I mean, that's the era we live in now.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. That's the
I
era
feel like
we
we're
live
getting to a point where I'm shooting to the future. It's like if you're not actively posting, making, commenting, whatever, like everybody's gonna assume you're dead.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna be like, oh look, they weren't active today at all. You must be dead. R.I.P. I got the head
Last
start.
picture was from 2018.
Yeah, exactly.
Got to be dead.
Like, why would you not be posting?
But it's all for validation, though. That's why I just think it's corny. I mean, I rap, so I need the social media. But I always tell people, if I didn't rap, I don't think I would have social media. It's corny. It's a whole bunch of corniness.
Yeah.
People doing stuff for people. People
It's
not
like
even doing shit for them.
It's like Tinder nowadays.
That too.
like-
I mean, that's
it's
the
like-
only plus to me.
Yeah, you know.
Bitches. Basically.
Unfortunately, it's a lot of catfishing going on.
I have a love-hate relationship with social media. I use it to network and get my stuff out, promote my stuff. But like he said, if it wasn't for that, I would be off of it.
Yeah.
Facts. It's corny, bro. It's a whole bunch of people doing shit for people.
Can we talk
I
about
understand that.
this really bothers me. Can we stop selling fitness dreams on
Oh, this
social
gonna say
media?
pussy. I was like, what?
Well, that too.
They already got rid of that page.
Sell pussy.
They already got rid of that page.
We gotta stop doing that. Like
What, fitness dreams?
these females go out, they get their bodies done, and they come on social media and promote their packages and all that stuff. Like, just stop.
I just
Like-
look at it as a business. Like if you're a female and you're insecure and you're not sure of what where you're trying to go and what you're trying to do, it's kind of like you like 10 grand, 20 grand.
Customer for everybody.
You know what I mean?
There's a market
Pretty
for
much,
everybody.
man. Like it's just a way out, just like anything else. Like, hey, take the shortcut.
Yeah, but then this is why I feel like those type of females are selfish, because you have daughters, you got little sisters, you got little cousins.
I
Now
do.
they're gonna look at you and say, okay, well, in order for me to be successful, I gotta
Look like that.
I gotta do the shortcut, and I have to look like you in order to be accepted by a man. Like, that is my biggest issue. It's like everyone's selfish because they're thinking about themselves, but then they're not thinking about the other side to it.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen like the true effects yet of like, the whole like surgery thing.
Yeah, I feel like down the line, it's
Down-
gonna be like
Down the line, yeah.
It's definitely gonna get worse. Because
They've
it's
been
like
doing it for a minute though.
they have, but now it's like more than ever. It's kind of like a thing to do now.
Now it's probably like just dumber like shortcuts to it. Like, but I feel like it's been done. Like DR was been the wave. Like, go to DR, come back.
But now it's like acceptable now. Now,
fatty,
now it's like hey, it's okay now.
yeah.
Yo, Bobby,
I'm
Bobby laugh.
not walking into a room if I
Shout out to
know
Bob.
that there's a 50% chance that I might not come out. That's just my.
You know, people are getting laser eye surgery, and there's a chance you can go blind.
Well,
That's
yeah.
scary, bro.
We were talking about one time. I
talking
and
think
you got to sign a paper that says if we go blind, we're not responsible.
World, you ain't come here, my nigga. Like, anything bad happen, you
That's
ain't come
crazy.
here.
Like,
My
you
nigga.
know what? Glasses aren't that bad.
I'll stick to my glasses. Thank you.
Contact.
I'll poke my eye every once in a while.
You can always die on the table, even getting a tooth pulled. But
Yeah, it's a fact.
Yeah.
That whole being
But
under.
like intentionally, like, okay, I'm walking into a room. I'm walking in there because I feel like I have to go through this whole process to be accepted by society
I
and a
don't
man. But there's a 50% chance that I might not come out. I ain't going in.
I don't think you
feel
look at
you
it
on
like that. I think it's just like you look at it more so like this is my only chance.
That's what she's saying. That's the problem.
Yeah, that is a problem.
That's the
But like
problem.
we're guilty just as well.
why?
Because
Because y'all
if
like
two
that?
chicks are walking down the street, one's walking on the right, one's walking on the left, and one has a body done, the other one doesn't. Everyone's gonna look to the left for the most part, and that go on the right's gonna be like, how come they're not looking at me?
But just because you're looking doesn't mean we value the
Facts,
two chicks
yeah.
differently.
I believe you.
True.
But,
Like I always
but
say,
we're looking.
Have you guys ever dealt with a female that had her body done?
I wouldn't know these days. I wouldn't know. I done fucked a lot of bitches and I don't know. I don't know.
No.
I don't think I have.
Only strippers.
Yeah.
Only strippers.
I done fucked strippers too. I'm mad oblivious. I just found out about like weave like a couple years ago. I'm mad oblivious and shit like that.
Oh, you late.
Nah, yeah, I've been doing about
Some
weed,
people be
man.
having it and you don't be seeing it. It's not like the project bitch where you see the thing right here. You
Really?
The thing.
like, what the fuck is that?
Man, she got a hat on.
I feel like that's a whole nother class. to
She
take.
got a yarmulke with a brim on it.
Female can have,
Why you got a net on
female
top
can
of
have
your
a
head?
wig on and you won't even know. It looks like a sewing.
Mm.
Like, it's a whole nother class.
Your hair is crazy now. I look at hair a lot now.
Well,
Yeah, because
You could tell.
No, I can't tell, but I'll be like,
I have a decent eye for it.
I always
Sometimes
look at
it'd
them.
be
Just
like,
started.
I look at when it looks
shit.
like too perfect. I'd be like, yeah, nah. You know what I mean? Because
Okay.
when it looks too good, I'd be like,
I could picture you like.
He's like,
No, I won't do that. That's just really get slapped
Come
like
here,
that.
come here. Let me see your hair.
I'll be slapped. You get slapped like that. But I'll be like, yeah, she's like way too, you know. And like you wait for like the scratch or something.
Yeah,
Sounds like
I see the whole hairpiece move.
Yeah,
Scratch it.
but she's not sweating because it's absorbing all the sweat.
That
Not
natural
fooling you.
hair. Natural hair.
Like, how natural we talking? Like us, like Little Caesars.
No.
Yeah,
Okay,
we're not,
froze.
I'm not about to mess with anybody.
Froze.
We're going to the same
Froze.
barber.
It ain't for everybody.
Froze I
right?
could deal with,
It ain't
you
for
know,
everybody.
but
Right?
I like curls.
It's a lot of work.
I heard.
If you don't have patience, do not go natural. Like wash day takes like total probably like 3 hours.
To wash?
Yeah.
I guess you got dry and put shit in, leave
Depends
it,
on how you're gonna style your hair. That determines how many steps you gotta take, and then if you're doing treatment, that's a whole nother.
Yeah, that's
like
a
I
fact.
make my own treatment, so I make my own treatment, and then I leave it. I let it sit in for like an hour. That's before I even get to the washing part.
That's something you do like on the regular, or just like, oh, date night's about to happen, so I gotta come do with the
No,
with the hotness.
on the
Just
regular.
on the regular.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Facts. But to go back to the natural thing, like I always said, like just I mean the natural body versus the body done. The body done is just gonna make a nigga wanna fuck you. I wouldn't wanna like. That's all I've seen. Like, damn, she look good. I'll fuck the shit out of her. That's all you get from that. You know what I'm saying? You don't get like, I would marry her and have children. Nah, like it just make me wanna. I just lust you more with your body done. You feel me? So it's like. It sound like it's crazy that it's making it bad and making it bad for other women, but that doesn't mean like I'm gonna settle down. That you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it says a lot about them too, but it's like that's all you doing is making niggas want to fuck you more. Like niggas is not gonna raise a family with you because your
Yeah,
ass
but
fat.
it's still dopamine.
for them, yeah.
Yeah, what I'm saying, it's still dopamine. Like it's like
But they gonna get mad.
in the long run.
Yeah. And they'll get mad. You niggas always be talking because I got fat ass. Like, yeah, bitch, you ain't thinking about that when you
Like,
got
yeah,
it?
I don't think. I don't know. Is there like a time limit on that stuff? Like,
What do you mean?
I'm pretty
What do you
sure.
mean?
like when you age, like all these women now that are getting surgery,
Oh,
like by the
yeah.
time they're like 40, 50.
I get it touched up.
And then if you go get it done and you don't work out, it just drops. You have it
Oh, so
like
you
it
gotta
just looks
work
like you
out.
have a wet diaper on.
Damn.
If you're gonna get it, you gotta maintain it too. Like it's not like you just go get your bio done. You're good for the rest of your life. Like no,
See,
you
I
have
ain't
to
know that. I thought it was a
maintain
shot. And
Yeah, so yeah.
That's why Nicki
Not the
Minaj
whole-
just looks like that. It just
I'd
drops.
still
Like,
fuck the shit out of Nicki Minaj. Wet diaper or no?
He said wet diaper, dry diaper, diaper rash.
I missionary the shit out there. Bro.
You getting it?
Missionary.
Missionary the shit out of
What's the point of that? What's the point of that? I don't want to look at you.
I don't know. I just think it's really sad that a female has to go through all that just because they don't
Has to.
feel
Yeah, that's on them though. Facts. Like
they don't have self-esteem.
Yeah, that's where it goes back to. Low self-esteem. That's what it goes back to. Definitely.
I'm good with what God gave me because I ain't like I said. If there's a 50% chance that I might not walk out of room, I ain't going in. I'm good. I love my life. I value my life.
That's a fact.
Oh.
I hear that. I hear that loud and clear.
But again, that goes back. You think that goes back to how you raised? Like if you're not raised to appreciate yourself, you more
a
likely to
fact.
do shit like that.
Like we said,
fact.
everything starts from
home.
home.
Facts.
Get a little sense of like I feel like you tend to become a product of the environment that you're around. So like,
Everything comes from home. This is why having a father figure in life is really important too for a female. That plays a major role. Not saying that there are females out there that are not raised with a father comes out
Yeah, I got you. That's what
horrible.
you're saying,
No, but I'm just saying it gives you that extra, that extra boost that you need.
makes sense. Have a good father figure around. Show you what a good man is.
Like shout out to my dad. Oh my God, he's like everyone that knows me knows my dad because I'm always talking about him. Like he's with me 100%. He has everything that I ever wanted. I've got from him. So a guy coming up to me flaunting his car and money, that's not gonna have my interest because I can work and get that myself. And I was raised where, okay, I just went to my dad if I needed something.
So
Let's
would
go.
you ever deal with a broke nigga?
Damn.
No. let's.
You wasn't ready for that one.
No, I really wasn't.
I
But
was gonna talk about how she's spoiled, and then like that just makes a lot of sense right there. Your dad gave you everything you want. I can't give you nothing but a McChicken and some fries.
You ain't gonna deal with me.
No.
You ain't gonna deal with me.
No.
But I love you though.
no, but my dad didn't just give it to me because I asked for it. It's I earned it.
Okay.
How'd you earn it? If you don't mind asking, like
I
grades
just always
and
had
shit like
I always
that.
had good grades
Okay.
and did what I need to do.
I got you.
That's what you're supposed to do as a kid.
Yeah,
but I
but
feel like
that
if
doesn't always happen.
True.
Okay, you know, I feel like-
I give you extra
Because
I
if
give
my
you that.
child is bringing home bad grades,
Yeah, you
you're
can't get
not
shit. Yeah, I got
getting
you.
what you're asking for. Like
Oh,
it's
man.
not happening.
Especially in the Caribbean, man.
But
Like, you can't get it made. You talk about you want turkey for Thanksgiving.
to answer your question, I have because I've been around every type of. I've been around different type
Different
of
type of men.
people.
Okay.
I've been around different type of environments. So I've dealt with like the whole spectrum. Your money and how much money you have does not determine me being attractive to you. Like if I'm with
Yeah.
somebody, it's because I genuinely like you.
Yeah.
You can have so let's just look at it two ways. I've dealt with men that have money, and then I've dealt with men that are middle class. That doesn't change.
You say, bro, we're not gonna judge you.
we
Lower class, middle class, upper class. I've dealt with all the classes.
Nah,
so
you want
You gotta
specifics.
say, bro.
You want specifics. You want
broke. I want the
Middle-
broke.
I
I want the
dealt-
brokies.
You want the broke story.
I want the dudes coming through with the Groupon on the first date.
Yo, can you pick me up?
Yeah.
I've dealt with the whole spectrum. So if I'm with somebody, it's because I'm generally with you because of you. Like your money, your car, all that stuff. If I'm laying on a hospital bed today, is your car gonna save me? No.
Nah, but you look good before you die, though. Like, you look slamming. Nah, but like,
But you get my point.
I get your point.
Like,
So
I-
you would never date somebody you were never attracted to.
Yes.
You
I
would.
would.
You would date.
You said if I'm not attracted
No,
to the person?
you wouldn't date somebody you weren't attracted to.
No. And you having a Maserati versus having a Toyota Corolla, that does not change anything. It's actually the opposite for me. I've had men that have come up to me and they're like flaunting their cars and they got this and that. That actually turns me off.
Oh, you feel like they're insecure when they show you that
It's just
stuff,
like,
or
you just sat there and talked to me for 15 minutes and you did not tell me nothing about yourself. You were talking about your car the whole time.
even if the car's really nice. Just like no, like there's no depth to that.
That's not.
It's dub. Like, that's it. It's over.
No.
I got you. Makes sense.
Good.
That makes sense. I'd be lying if I ever said like I went on a date with a chick that just like wasn't interested in me, but like she just wanted to go on a date,
So some free food,
some
right?
free food, yeah, some company. You know, I guess like
companies,
some
that's
companies,
funny.
That's
some
another
dopamine.
thing. Thanks for saying that. Females, y'all need I'm not okay. If I'm stepping out, I need to make sure I have money in my pocket. If I don't have money, I'm not stepping out.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It's a different kind of. There's some savages out here these days.
I'm
man.
not
like,
stepping out. It's like
niggas will walk out on the check. Like they just leave them there.
I'm not doing that.
That's a
I'm
fact.
sorry.
I mean, what? You're not
Not
trying to do?
happening.
You're not trying to do the hotel
It's
after?
like a game of who wants to have sex tonight. Not who wants to be a millionaire. Who wants to have sex tonight.
Sex tonight is
So
hilarious.
you don't answer the right questions. You're going home with less than what
I'm
you
not
get.
stepping out if I don't have money.
Get a blowjob for 400. Blowjob for 400.
Like
I saw ordering the steak and lobster. She really likes me, man.
I'm just one of those, like, if I go somewhere and I want something, I need to just be able to go and get it. I don't want to have to put on a show. I don't want to have to finesse everybody for it, anyone for it. Like, I don't have time for that. If I don't have money, I'm not stepping out. Like, that's just my rule. Because say you go out with a guy, you step out with no money, and something happens on the road. Now what you gonna do?
Y'all fucking,
When the check comes.
Y'all fucking until the double A come. Triple A come.
At least you made it. You live to survive another day.
He
Like,
put the
no.
nails there. He's like, yo, when we come back, some nails.
No,
Nah, but I see what you're saying, though. I got you.
I'm good.
So speaking of like going out and stuff like that, do you think it's wrong for a guy to like?
Yo, with you guys, I swear, like now, like being around you guys for the 20 minutes that I've been around you guys, like I don't know what's about to come out your mouth.
You think it's wrong?
So going.
Nigga said call her dad. You know what she said? When she gets stuck, nigga said call her dad.
Go dad. He'll see the day.
You think it's wrong for a guy to expect
fucking funny.
sex after a couple of dates or even a date or whatever, like in exchange for the date? Because I feel like my answer to that, I feel like girls want dates, right? Y'all want to go out, go to the movies, have something to eat, you know what I mean? Blah, blah, blah. It ain't about like
I want to
putting on a
get
show.
flued out.
It ain't even about putting a show for anybody else, but y'all want to go out and have a good time. Cool. I want to have sex. So why isn't that like an even trade?
Yeah, why isn't that cool too?
Or do you feel like it is?
You can have sex with someone on the first date
Thank you.
versus having sex with someone 5 months later, and that doesn't change the outcome.
Facts. That's how
Like
I feel
I can
too.
have sex with him on the first date, and we end up being in a relationship for 5 years, versus I can have sex with you 5 months later, and that relationship doesn't even last. So that's just my opinion on it.
So if I'm better off on the first day because you know right away.
Sure.
So now you know right away.
Credit repair guys watching.
I know you want that 800. I know you want that 800.
But the secret, I'm about to break girl code.
Oh wow!
I have to.
Let's cover the camera. Let's cover the camera. We don't need to see who watching this.
Bang bang bang!
Not that flyer. Use another one. But no, I'm about to break girl code real quick. I have to. I'm always around men, so I have to break girl code.
Let's get it.
A female knows if she's gonna have sex with you on the first day that they have an encounter with you.
Off the rip.
Off the rip.
So off of like the
hey, how you doing?
Your mind, what's your name? All that cute stuff. Like you kind of get an idea.
I'm sucking dick tonight.
Oh, he's about to get this work.
A female knows.
She knows.
So it's up to her. Okay, this is the thing that females don't understand. You, as women, we have so much control over every and any situation possible, right? So you cannot get yourself into a situation and then get mad at the guy. Like, you knew what you was getting yourself into.
Facts.
Makes sense.
No one's putting a gun to your head saying, "Oh, you gotta go out with a man."
So if that's the case, right? Because you know right away, right? Then it's like you could just ask right away. Then,
Ask for sex, by the way.
like I mean, you know, hey, listen, you think we're gonna be fucking or not?
You can't ask.
Not
you
that
fuck.
way.
You could just, go in.
What's
for
wrong with that
something.
way is the problem. What's
That's
wrong
like,
with
yeah,
that
like-
way?
Oh, y'all savages.
No, I'm not gonna do it. I just want to know what's wrong with that way.
Fuck me now.
No.
Honestly, if a girl
We
does
saying
that, I'm
because
not.
then like hold on, so it's like a chain thing, right? So it's like, all right, so hey, let's go on a date. Oh, and she says yeah, so she wants to fuck me because she wants to go on this date.
Nah. Second date, third date. First, I think everybody gets one. First date, we getting to know each other. Like,
Yeah.
is this bitch dumb that she got a head on her shoulders? Vice versa. Is this nigga dumb? Da da da. Now, if we make it to the
Sorry, I'm
second
gonna have
date,
to cut you off. So you're basically saying that even though a man just wants to have sex with you, they still need to know where your head is at.
if I want to have sex with you, I'm not going on a date with you. I don't
Okay.
need to go on a date to fuck. Like, if we fucking, we could fuck without a date. But I'm saying, like,
Honestly,
if we make it to the date, that means like, okay, I just want to see what she about.
Okay.
So now, if we make it to date number 2 or 3, now it's like, all right, we should fuck now because we went on 2 dates and everything was good. Like, she gotta suck something or something.
So you're not hitting 5-6 dates?
You know what's crazy? I've
car
been a
payment.
dumbass and I've been a dumbass and went that long. But not anymore. Not anymore.
Because she knew from the first date.
Yeah,
She knew from the first.
I'm a changed man.
I'm like, hey, man.
Look at the range, man.
You go to those
I got a
5
whole
dates
new
with
game.
dry dick. Like,
So
God,
you
fuck outta here.
transitioned.
Yeah, like, yo, listen,
You
bitch.
feel like a sucker.
I had a good time. You had a good time. Like, what the fuck?
There's only one thing I can make this time better.
Sex.
We go
Okay.
to the top.
Okay. What about? All right.
Sex.
Any people that you have been in a relationship with, what has made you say, okay, I want to be in a relationship with this person?
I'm not gonna lie. Some females that's in a relationship with me, I'm not in a relationship with them. So,
Chun, chun, chun.
Nah, but
We're gonna go to break.
A word from our
Let's
sponsors.
take a quick break.
personality.
Check the back to school drive, y'all.
Yeah, definitely personality.
Personality. What about you?
Yeah, I think it's always personality. Yeah, I mean, like, I got to be able to chill with you and not want to have sex. I got to be able to have sex with you, and after I have sex with you, I want to be able to still
Want to have
hang
sex.
with you.
I think that's the biggest thing. Like after we have sex, like you gotta still want you around.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like, and I'm weird. So like you have to like get like my sarcasm, sense of humor, and like once you can start tickling and playing with that stuff, like it's like, oh, I want you around now.
Okay.
You know.
Okay. Have you been in a long-term relationship with someone that you had sex with on the first date?
Yeah. My longest relationship was with somebody.
Yeah, my last relationship.
First date, raw too.
First date.
Raw too. He's like check. Not raw too, because that's different now. That's how I know I trust you. I trust you if I'm hitting you raw.
Last second pull out at the buzzer.
For the win. Oh.
I thought you was bad.
Last second pull out.
That's the man right here. I love this guy. You get him see.
Last second pull out, bro.
Oh my God.
Game winning pull out.
Game winning at the buzzer and step back.
Step back pull out from 3.
Bang.
No facts.
Okay. Next topic.
So how do you feel like, okay, so like, as far, because we were talking about, I guess, somewhat just now, like, the truth as opposed to, like, what you want to hear.
I'm
So,
straighthtort. Tell me what it is so I can
I
know.
feel like most women
That shit
always
is
like,
rare.
No, it's
very,
bullshit.
very,
Because
because you
everybody
know,
says that.
like-
everyone says that shit, man.
No, like
What you say you want to hear the truth? But you mean your truth?
I just don't have time for the.
Shit.
No,
I don't
that's
have,
a fact.
I don't have time for the show.
Facts. I
Like,
agree
don't put
with
on
you.
the whole show for me. Like, tell me what it is. What you looking for? I'll tell you what I'm looking for. And if I don't want what you're looking for, I'm gonna tell you that's not what I'm looking for.
That's rare.
Keep it moving.
I bet a majority of females say that.
And you give them the shoot.
And then you give them that, and it's just like, you built off lying.
Facts.
Because the lie would have kept working, you know? Mm-hmm. And we both would have got what we wanted.
There's
We both would have got what we wanted.
There's no
But only one of us would have felt bad after.
There's no middle ground with me. It's just either like I feel your energy, I want to be around you, or I don't. That's it.
I got you. I think that's
Said
rare.
just lie. Facts. See.
Huh? She said
No,
lie.
My homegirl said just lie. Facts.
I don't know. I think I'm around,
Bitches
I'm around
love
too much
lies.
men.
Bitches love lies though. They
Love
love
lies.
lies.
Which is a
Yeah.
great thing for me because I have no problem with it. But I'm around men a lot, so
Listen, I had a female tell me, you don't even, quote unquote, you don't even tell me what I want to hear. I'm like, what?
Yeah, bitch.
Tell you, bro.
I'm
Lie
like,
to
what?
me,
You
lie to
want
me,
me to lie to you?
Yo,
I'm
that's
trying to
what I'm
tell
saying.
you.
Women love
Like,
lies. They love
Yeah.
being lied to.
Yeah,
bro.
I
They
heard
love
that
that
too.
shit.
What?
And then they be like, "Oh, you're a liar."
What do you tell me? It was like, I remember when female was like, oh, you should have just told me what I wanted to hear. And I'm like, really? She's like, no, forget it. Don't do that. I'm like, no, I can do that. Say something real nice.
Bitches
Real
love
nice.
lies, bro. See,
You know, but you start telling that truth, it's just like,
Because I feel
you're
like
an
deep
asshole.
down, they know what it is, but they just don't want to hear it. It's like when you're messing with a
Exactly.
chick that has a boyfriend. They will say up and down, like, yo, this my friend, it's my home, but they'll never say that's my boyfriend. Because they don't want to,
Exactly.
like, they don't want to hear it, they don't want to feel bad.
oh nowadays I feel like it's the total opposite.
you think, okay.
I think
feel like
it's
they
the
would-
total opposite. I feel like females are way more raw now. Like they would walk up to me and be like, "Yo, I just want to fuck you," and then you have guys that out here like, "Yo,
Where they
honestly, I just
at?
want to be a side dude."
Yeah.
The roles have changed.
Yeah, this is tough. That's ill. Fuck me, baby. Come up to me, tell me you want to fuck. Let's do it.
Fuck with me, baby. I'm the center you've been looking for, yeah.
Come fuck me, baby.
That's funny.
Nah, but
Do you think there's a such thing as a female being too independent?
Yeah.
It depends. Like,
Yeah,
if we're talking about in a relationship, then yeah.
it depends.
Okay, how can a female be independent but still make a man feel
Like a man.
yes.
Like needed.
Yes,
like he still
needed.
needs to be.
You gotta come to me when there's a problem, and like,
let me handle that
even
shit.
though you could like figure it out yourself, at least let me think that I helped you figure it out.
Okay,
That's an ego thing, though.
because I've
think
had
so?
Yeah.
I definitely saw
You
that.
think so?
It is, bro.
Fine.
Because listen to what you just said.
Let me think. Let
If
me
she
act
can fix
like.
herself, she has to come to you to make you feel away, to make you feel like a man.
All right, give you an example.
Facts.
Y'all together, right?
Yeah.
she wants to buy a new car or something like that.
Yeah.
She goes. She knows what car she wants. She goes and she buys the car.
Yeah.
You're like, why didn't you tell me you were gonna buy a car?
Yeah.
You think that's an ego thing?
It is, bro.
Oh no, if it's a car, my man got to be there with me.
Yeah, but it's an ego thing. Because why? Why is it mad? Because she didn't tell you. Why?
First, she
'Cause
just
you a
got
man.
gypped.
'Cause you a man.
She just got
She
gypped.
got
We're in
gypped.
We're in a relationship.
We're
in a relationship. Like, you should let me-
honestly, that's again. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
But you better not come to me with no shit with that fucking car.
Facts.
Nothing at all. I don't want to
I
hear
feel
about.
the same way Kev do, but I'm saying like on the outside, just hearing somebody else say it,
It sounds like an ego
It
thing?
sounds like ego because we a man. That's why
Yeah.
I'm a man. She got to, you know what I'm saying? That's to me. That's what it sounds like. It boiled down to. It's not really that she did this because if it was two friends and you know what I mean, it'd be different. But like you the man, and I feel you like yo, I'm the man. I'm the man of this house. We gotta talk about shit, and then we, you know what I'm saying? You could do that unless you fixing sinks and shit. Then go fix the sink because I don't know how to do that. But anyway, like you know what I'm saying?
Okay. I asked that question because someone asked me one day, what do you want or need from a man? And it took me a while to answer. And I don't want to be with somebody and they feel like, okay, why am I here? But it's not like, I don't need a man. It's not that. It's just like that's just how I operate because, you know, I was put in a situation where I had to, you know, mature before my time. So that's how I operate. I just move, do what I need to do I need to do. It's rare for me to stop and say, oh, well, I got to go ask someone or I'm going to need someone's help on something. I'm just like registered to just go out there and do what I need to do. But I've had that issue because men have told me, like, you make me feel like,
You don't
why
need
am
me.
I
Like,
here?
yeah, but you get that too.
huh?
Like, yeah, but you still need to be needed. Like, I mean, if your man would just only hit you up to just fuck, like, and then use you for anything else, you'd be like, hey, we're just fuck buddies. What we're in a relationship for. I'm not helping you solve any crisis. I think the foundation for like any relationship towards like whatever is like to go through some kind of like adversity, something traumatic. Like that's part of like the foundational brick, I guess, for
build
a
it,
Okay,
relationship.
so your answer is, okay, just be more open to having conversations.
Period. Yeah. So you know, give me the space to attempt to solve something.
Or
I guess.
at least have a conversation with the person about what you're doing or what you have planned or your idea.
I guess
Better
to a
than
degree.
just not saying anything.
I had this lady in my Uber.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, you got friends, right, and shit like that. I feel like you probably talk to your friends about everything, right? Mm-hmm. So why, like, when you get in a relationship,
You want me to talk to your significant other?
you want to talk? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I
so I
got
feel
you.
like me and Ease, like, I probably run everything by this dude. You know what I mean? I don't have to.
Yeah, but I get it. I get
You
it.
know what I'm saying?
same,
So I
yeah.
feel like it should be the same thing in a relationship. Like,
Facts.
Okay.
and even though I probably had my mind made up already, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just telling him anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
I was saying I had this lady in an Uber, and then I just picked up from a date, and she was telling me how like the dude was still like. He's like, oh yeah, he's like a mama's boy. I'm like, really? So what? She's like, oh yeah, I cook, I clean. She's like, I know how to put up sheetrock. She kept saying that, like, I know how to put up sheetrock. She's like, I know how to do no change in my car.
So why she go on a date?
I'm like, yeah, you need another woman in your life, man. I can't do nothing for you. All I can do is give you a ride home right now. And she kept saying like the sheetrock. That kept bothering me, man. Like I can put up sheetrock myself. I can do it myself.
Spackle.
It's spackle, yeah.
I don't even know how to do that.
Facts.
I can imagine doing
I can't talk to you
Uber.
now.
Like, you have to have the
you see
most
some shit.
funniest
Well, yeah,
days.
you definitely see some shit, but you hear some shit like that too, you know. And I definitely seen some comment where it was like, some female be arguing with her man, like, what are you talking about? I'm going home. And then we get to the spot and there's some dude at the door. It looks like fucking home. And I'm just like, and she won't tip me another. I'm like, I should have snitched on your fucking ass. I'm exactly where you at. Exactly where the fuck
Uber
you
must
at
be
right now.
really fun.
No, it is fun. It's a great networking tool. You meet a lot of people. Definitely a lot of stories. And, like, you never know what's going to happen. So, like, yeah. It's like changing channels on TV. Like, you don't know what you're going to catch.
It's either you have that customer that doesn't say a word to you, or a customer that wants to tell you about their whole life story.
Chatterbox, yeah. Sometimes, I'll turn to, like, a bodyguard. Sometimes I'm like Dr. Phil. It's like, you got couples back there. Like, he's a piece of shit. You know what he got here for Valentine's Day? Nothing. He's like, I got her chocolate. She didn't eat them. That's
some shit I would say.
She said she didn't like the raisins. Like, I'm just like, yo, what was wrong with the chocolates? You told me you didn't want. That's not what I wanted. She knew what I wanted. I wanted flowers.
Valentine's Day shouldn't be like a day for gifts.
Oh, let's talk about that. Do you feel like Valentine's Day is overrated?
Valentine's Day is 100% overrated.
What do you mean? What's overrated about it?
Yeah, what's overrated about it?
It's like you love somebody, right?
Yeah.
All right, so you love them, cool. But on that day, that's it, right? But on that day, she has to show the rest of the world.
How much? She doesn't.
But that's why they get upset. That's why it's overrated.
No, because you fucking bought some chocolates. It's whack.
I think chocolates are good. I think, and we're going to go back. I said it before. It's not the gift. It's how you go about delivering the gift. It's not the gift. It's how you go about delivering. You know?
I feel like, okay, I think us females that are watching, okay, I feel like.
Oh, I'm about to say, that's not female.
Watching. Us females, I feel like we should maybe try something different on Valentine's Day. Try to make it about. Not try to just make it about ourselves.
Facts.
You know?
All right, so what are some ways you think you can help make it about, like, I guess us? Because you're talking about yourselves.
I get a gift too for the person.
So it's about both. You want Valentine's Day to be about both.
Yeah.
I think Valentine's Day should be date night. That's it. It shouldn't be gifts.
Well, yeah, date night's fine too.
I like that. I like the both. I like the both.
I like the both also. I think it's good to show like appreciation. I mean, I get it, but my thing is like it's all in the effort, man.
Well, I did have one Valentine's Day where I was with someone and they had just gone to a car accident, so it was like, okay, not purposely.
I'm not laughing at
you're a
that.
piece of shit. How you expect anything if I rap?
Like a week.
I crashed my car yesterday.
That shit on purpose.
Like honestly, like 2 weeks before, right? Yeah. And to me, like, yo, I didn't make a big deal about it because
he was hurt. He was in the neck brace.
No, but 2 weeks before Valentine's Day, and I was like, all right, cool. But like, he didn't even say like Happy Valentine's Day the day of. It's just like, not only am
I'm sorry,
not only am I not making a big deal about it, but damn, you could have at least said Happy Valentine's Day.
Yeah, I got you. Just
like the bare minimum.
But this is where this is where that conversation comes in to what we were talking about earlier. I feel like men don't. I'm not saying all men. There are some men that don't appreciate women that makes the situation easier for them. More simple. They don't appreciate simple women.
Damn.
Maybe because they're so used to the opposite. Not all men, like I said. I'm going to rephrase that.
Nah, I realized that about myself.
What, you don't appreciate simple women?
In the past,
he's a changed man.
In the past, I haven't appreciated, like, you know, a woman that makes it simple, that doesn't nag or ask for a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? Not take advantage, but, like, not appreciate it as she should have been. Facts.
You appreciated the ones that were, like, I guess, more resistant and bitchy and...
I don't know. I was just fucking mad bitches, so...
All right.
And on that note...
we definitely gonna have to have... Yeah, we're gonna have to have you back to finish... We didn't even get through half of the list of topics.
That's cool. But listen, don't forget about the back to school drive.
Yes.
All right.
Facts.
Come support. All
At
right.
_SheRules_.
Correct. On IG. All right. Support. Show some love. Donate. Help the kids out. You know.
Instagram's gonna be in the bio.
All right. Instagram's gonna be in the bio. Thanks for tuning in. It's another episode of RnR.
Good luck for watching. I appreciate it.
I had fun.
All right. Great. All right. Until next time.
Bye.
Bye.
It's all about your race. I done took my name and carved it in the cement.